Hey guys, Bryan here from Liquid Concepts. So today we're going to talk a little bit about lower receivers for AR-15s, and we've had a couple of questions and a couple of comments wanting to know how to single dip a lower receiver, and so we thought we'd shoot a quick little video and show you guys a few tips and tricks on how to do that. So let's get started. So as you can clearly see, we've got the receiver all prepped out and painted and ready to be dipped. Now we already have our jig right here that we're going to be holding it with, and then we're also going to be holding it either like this or like that as we're going down into the water. And so a couple of things on the film is that we're going to cut the film quite a bit larger than what we really need, just to help prevent a lot of the stretch as much as possible as we're going up onto the body of the lower receiver. And so we're going to take this, flip that over like that, and then we're also going to give ourselves plenty of room of extra. Now this is probably going to be a lot more than what we will ever need, but it also makes sure that we get little to no stretch as it is pulling upwards up onto the receiver itself. And so we want as much film as we can get to give ourselves a really good dip all the way around the entire part. So as you can clearly see, we have more than enough to wrap around all the way around the part. So now that we have this all cut, let's go ahead and get it in the water and get to dipping with it. All right, so now that we've got this laid down in the water, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about how we're going to dip this. So the dip is going to be pretty simple and pretty easy, but the main thing is that you just want to make sure that you have a nice, smooth, consistent dip going straight down into it, and you don't want to bobble or move a lot as you're going down into the water, because you're going to create possible hesitation lines, as well as you can create little voids or pockets. And so you just want to make sure that the film has plenty of time to wrap around the object really nice and slow as you're going down into the water. So as we're holding this, we will hold it. I've got my nice little holder right here, and then I can hold this just like that. And then we're going to angle it just a little bit like this, and then we'll go just straight down nice and slow down into the water. I may even change to something like this, but either way, something about like this right here, going straight down into the water nice and slow, that's going to give us the best dip for a single dip like this. Now again, there is plenty of other ways that you could dip this, but for a single dip, what I've found, this is going to be the easiest and the most effective, is just going at about an angle, something about like that right there, going straight down in. So timer's almost up. Let's go ahead and grab our activator and get to activating this. So let's double check and make sure everything looks good and glassed out, which it does. So now we can go ahead and get started with this. Again, nice and slow, just going right down into the water. Nice. Now again, you can clearly see we did not use a lot of the film that we cut, but the stretch that we have is going to be very, very minimal, and we got a good coloring all the way around, and everything is looking really good. So hopefully this video has really helped you guys out. Of course, it was super simple, super easy, but one thing to always keep in mind is that sometimes a single dip may not be the best way to go about that, because if you have maybe a carbon fiber or a directional pattern or something like that where a single dip is going to show more stretch and it may not be the best looking pattern for the actual lower itself, then you may have to go with a double dip or another type of method to get the best look for the part itself. But in this case, for this video, we went ahead and did a single dip just to kind of show you guys a few things of what we're going to be looking for whenever we're single dipping a lower receiver. If you enjoyed the video, definitely give us a thumbs up on that. We'd always love to have you hit the like button. And also, if you did like it and you want to see more content like this, definitely hit that subscribe button. We'd always love to have you subscribe to our weekly tips on anything hydrographics related. If you haven't already, definitely check out the links in the description below. It's going to have links to our website, liquidconcepts.com, and that's going to have everything that you need for the hydrographics, from your tanks to training to film to activator, everything that you're gonna need for the hydrographics. It is all there on the website, so definitely make sure to check that out. I'm Bryan from Liquid Concepts, and this is how we customize your world. We'll see you guys next time.